Hi, I'm talking today with integrative psychotherapist Shalamet Lander. Hi, Shalamet, how are you?
Hi, Joan. How are you? I'm well, thank you.
Good, good. Shalamet, we've spoken in previous interviews about EMDR therapy. Can you just remind us again, what is EMDR and how does it differ from EFT therapy?
EMDR stands for eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. It's about stimulating both sides of the brain, either with eye movement or with different techniques like tapping or like sound. Stimulating both sides of the brain in order for you to reprocess what happened and separate you from the aftermath of it, from the symptoms of post-trauma. That's what EMDR is. EFT is emotional freedom technique, and it's based on Chinese medicine. It's about tapping certain points in the body that are the points in the meridians. And it's an amazing technique, too, that also works for releasing trauma and also works for anxiety. And actually, I call myself integrated, I said at the beginning, because I take something like EMDR and EFT that is both, I can do both with tapping. Instead of tapping EMDR, let's say on your knees, back and forth, I might ask you to do the same thing in the points of EFT, like just alternating both sides of the brain in the different points.
And is EFT hypnosis?
It's not hypnosis at all. Hypnosis is something totally different. Hypnosis is it's a deep relaxation in which you can then order the subconscious mind to do this, to not to do that, or to release this and to release that. It's a deep relaxation process. It's a process that happens while you are in deep relaxation. EMDR, you're totally there. You're talking about the things. You're thinking about the things. It's not at all.
And we've spoken how EMDR can help with post-traumatic stress disorder. But let's talk a little bit about anxiety. What is anxiety?
Okay, anxiety, it's a good question, that one. Anxiety is a reaction in the body when the reptile brain, the very, very old part of the brain, feels in danger. So it's where the fight and flight reaction happens in the body. There is danger. There's a snake. You got to run away. So the glands in your body are going to secrete a lot of adrenaline, and you're going to feel, you got to either flight or fight. That is what anxiety is. I feel that I am in danger, and I got to do something about it. My body is going to press me to either fight or flight or freeze, right? That's what's happening in the brain. In the body, it actually comes as anxiety. So I can't breathe, or I'm shaking, or I'm sweating, all kinds of things like that.
And if somebody was suffering from anxiety, if they came to suffering from anxiety, would you use EMDR treatment to try and help that? Or what treatment would you use to help anxiety?
I could use EMDR. I don't know what's going to work until I have the person inside and we try a little bit. So I could work with EMDR and I could work with EFT. I would probably start with EFT just to release the anxiety, and then if there are more images and stuff like that, I would then go to EMDR. I would even go to NLP because I integrate. NLP stands for Neuro-Linguistics Programming, is another approach to the human mind and to the personality. It's ways of approaching the mind. Different ones.
Okay, if you took somebody like myself, let's say I have anxiety when it comes to flying, I have anxiety when it comes to driving places I don't know, even in my mind I tell myself that whether or not I have a GPS, that's not good enough to release my anxiety. I just I won't do it. Does that categorize me as an anxious person?
What do you think? It sounds like you're describing your anxiety. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, that
so
sounds like an anxious person.
I'll be able to come to you and you'd be able to help me. Doesn't matter how small I feel my anxiety is. You know, I'd be able to get help from somebody like you.
Absolutely. Doesn't matter how small your anxiety is. The anxiety is anxiety. Once it's there, it's very difficult to live with it. So why choose a life, that feels so strangling, when you can get rid of that and just go places,
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Shalama. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you completely.